This video is sponsored by Skillshare, the online community for creatives and curious people.
Well, I woke up this morning from a reoccurring dream.
Hello, people. I am Jaby KOAY, joined by SYNTELL KOAY.
Yo, what's cracking, baby?
And we are watching Money Heist, Episode 1, Efectuar lo acordado, which translates, that's my most gringo accent possible, which translates to carry out what was agreed. If you guys are watching this on YouTube, you're going to see a cut-down version of our reaction because we're only allowed to show you a limited amount of picture-in-picture. However, if you want to watch the whole series with us, uncut, uninterrupted, head over to our Patreon page, patreon.com/JabyKOAY, where you can watch the whole show with us, but you will need your own Netflix subscription so you can open up the show in an adjacent window to our reaction, and it's like you're watching it with two of your favorite pals from the internets. So if you're watching this on Patreon already, thanks so much for supporting us here. If you're watching this on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button, bell icon, all notifications, and pretty please vote this up to let YouTube know you're enjoying what you're watching, because you know you are.
Before we jump into the reaction, I just want to say a quick thank you to our sponsor for this video, Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community with a wide range of classes for you to explore your creativity and up-level your skills. There are a wide range of classes available, from drawing, photography, filmmaking, productivity, and even classes geared towards self-care. Classes are ad-free so you can stay focused, and new premium classes are added every week. I also love how a lot of the classes are less than an hour long, which is perfect if you're super busy like me. So I've been focusing on making self-care a priority this year, as well as learning some new creative skills. I discovered Mimi Chow's class, Draw Your Life, Intro to Illustrated Journaling, and that was the perfect combination of creativity and self-care for me. I really enjoyed incorporating the tips and tricks that I learned from her, as well as other teachers on Skillshare, to create my very first art journaling page. It forced me to get creative in a way I wasn't used to, and it also made me really so much more present, which was incredible. So if you guys would like to try out Skillshare, the first 1,000 people to sign up using the link in our description will get 1 month for free. Maybe you guys can let me know which classes you like. Now, back onto the reaction.
All right, let's jump into this. I hope it's in Spanish. All I hear is breathing.
Oh,
She's
yeah, I'm
beautiful.
watching the English dub. Yes, she is. Hello there. Hello there, darling.
Esta era yo,
She's gorgeous. Jesus.
el amor de mi vida. La última vez que lo vi lo dejé en
Dang.
un charco de sangre con los ojos abiertos.
They wrapped him in gold foil, so you know that was special.
Pero mezclar amor y trabajo nunca funciona.
Who sleeps like this?
Tuve que cambiar de profesión. De ladrona a asesina.
Murder!
Yo no soy de llegar a viejecita en la celda de un penal.
I don't think it's for anybody.
No. I can't remember the last time I've seen a film from Spain, actually.
¿Mamá? Ay, mi niña. ¿Has visto las noticias, no? Todas esas cosas que dicen de mí.
Sí, claro que las he visto.
Estoy pensando en irme de viaje. A lo mejor me enrolo en un barco chino.
You don't look Chinese.
Que no sabía ni hacer una tortilla.
Not even a little bit.
¿Estás sola?
Nope. I was about to say.
That's a great. That was a great reveal. I didn't even think about that.
Yo te encontraré. El día que iba al matadero, apareció mi ángel de la guarda.
Perdona, ¿tienes un minuto?
No.
Would that ever work? Even on a normal gal?
No. Much less a wanted one. Dang. He reads lips very well.
Damn.
Whoa.
Vas de camino al matadero. Tienes un equipo de intervención esperándote y los de la UIT en un coche desde hace 6 días.
Ooh. Yeah, no. Don't do that.
Lo bueno de las relaciones es que uno termina olvidándose de cómo empezaron.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I missed a lot of what she said in the first, 2-3 minutes, because I was so distracted by her face. I was catching up. My brain was playing catch up.
My man gets around quick.
Quiero proponerte un negocio. Un atraco. Un atraco singular.
Singular.
¿Cómo te suenan 2.400 millones?
Oh my.
Good Lord.
Así que si mi foto volvía a los periódicos, al menos que fuera por el atraco más grande de la historia.
Right, I'm not mad at that. If you gonna go big. Ah, the Motley Crue shot.
And here we are, losing our head.
Oh, that cast is way too big. Half of them gonna die.
You know, Reservoir Dogs was made over 20 years ago. It's amazing how far its influence has gone.
Yeah.
Os di la bienvenida.
I mean, this is basically Reservoir Dogs.
So far.
Viviremos aquí, alejados del mundanal ruido. 5 meses, los 5 meses que pasaremos estudiando cómo dar el golpe.
¿Cómo que 5 meses?
Dang, 5 months. Goodness.
Mira, la gente pasa años. Para tener un sueldo que en el mejor de los casos
Yep.
no deja de ser un sueldo,
Exactly.
que son 5 meses.
It's a relationship.
I trust Neckbeard.
Exactly. He's making a very convincing case.
Y quiero que siga siendo así. No quiero nada de nombres.
Oh my God! Please say
Are they
Mr.
gonna do
White,
colors?
Mr. Blue.
Are they gonna do
Mr.
colors?
Yellow.
Yeah.
Quiero que cada uno elija un nombre, algo...
Ah, I thought they're gonna go full-blown Reservoir.
Desarrollo señor 17, la señorita 23.
Ya empezamos mal, yo no sé recordar.
Yeah,
Van a ser ciudades, ciudades.
that's a misnomer.
Y así fue como terminé llamándome Tokio. Ese que me mira el culo es el señor Berlín. 27 atracos, joyerías, casas de suba. Su mayor golpe, los Campos Elíseos, en París. 434.
God damn!
Es como un tiburón en una...
Goodness.
Oh, that was clever how they covered up the...
His real name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 relojerías y la caja rural de Avilés.
Nice.
El que está sentado detrás de Moscú es Denver, su hijo.
Hey, Denver.
Río. Es mi debilidad. Es como Mozart, pero con los ordenadores. Para el resto de las cosas de la vida es como si hubiera nacido allí. Y Oslo. Hasta en el plan más sofisticado.
Ah, the twins.
Nairobi. Ha falsificado billetes desde los 13 años. Y ahora es nuestra encargada de calidad.
That's a new profession for a heist. Somebody to verify quality. Okay.
Que cada familia de este país estará preguntando para pensar qué cabrones ojalá se me hubiera ocurrido a mí.
Yeah.
Profesor.
Every genius plan.
Antecedentes, sin registro. La última vez que
Wow.
renovó el DNI fue con 19 años.
Kaiser Sose.
Es fundamental que tengamos la opinión pública de nuestra parte. Vamos a ser los puñeteros héroes de toda esta gente.
Interesting. Jesse James.
Como haya una sola víctima, dejaremos de ser unos Robin Hoods para convertirnos simplemente en unos hijos de puta.
Yeah.
¿Qué vamos a robar?
The government.
La Fábrica Nacional de Moneda y Timbre.
No. There you go.
Yeah, that was obvious.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
When it's
intros. I love intros. Hold on. We can't talk about the intro.
Yeah. You can see
I love the intro. At least the first one.
Okay.
Let me at least see the first one.
Oh, we're watching Game of Thrones, are we?
Or House of Cards. Shoot.
Well, the modeling of it reminds me more of Game of Thrones than House of Cards. Oh, we got a little bit of what's it called in here? Point Break, yeah?
Yeah. I can see that.
¿Quién eligió la careta?
¿Qué pasa ahora, la careta?
Y no da miedo. Tú ves las películas de atracadores y las caretas dan miedo.
No.
With the presidents.
In Point Break, it was presidents, right?
Yep.
Si un payo a punta de pistola entra con una careta de Mickey Mouse a cualquier lado, la peña va a pensar que está colgado, que va a liar una puta carnicería. ¿Sabe por qué? Porque las armas y los niños son una cosa que no se juntan nunca, papá.
Ah, interesting point. I think that mask is scarier than Mickey Mouse. I have to disagree with him.
Yeah. It's kind of Guy Fawkish a little bit.
I thought the same thing. The Guy Fawkes thing you said, I thought the same thing.
Los días eligiendo zapatos para una boda. Pero jamás emplearía un minuto en elegir caretas para una boda.
I disagree with that.
I totally disagree with that. Especially if it clashes with our heist suit.
Yeah. It doesn't accentuate my nails.
I never understood bright red jumpsuits. We reviewed a movie not too long ago. Somebody had a bright red jumpsuit and a sniper gun. I'm like, you just want to be found? Is that what that is?
Pensé en toda la gente inocente a la que detendríamos en seco su vida.
Her voice too, man. She's so stupid hot.
El profesor sabía que solo había una manera de entrar en la fábrica de moneda y timbre con 3 toneladas de artefactos y arsenal. Entrar hasta la cocina y escoltados por la mismísima Policía Nacional.
Wow.
El valor y el heroísmo tienen un precio, y es mayor que los 1.600 euros al mes que cobra un chaval con uniforme.
Big facts.
Si esos hombres hubieran tenido a su hija en la trasera del camión, nunca hubieran abierto. Pero ¿a quién le importan unas bobinas de papel moneda con marca de...
Sure.
Facts.
Conduciréis con una pistola en los riñones, así que cuando llamen por radio para saber qué tal va todo, contestaréis con tranquilidad.
Why would they show their faces?
I was wondering that too. It's like, what's the point of wearing the masks, right? It should all play out though.
Nunca encuentras un buen día para un atraco.
Ahora ya sabes lo que tienes que hacer.
Oh, I guess he had to show his face at some point. But like maybe a mustache or something, or a beard.
Porn star mash.
Not creepy at all. You could get away with that in school. You can't get away with that as a grown-up.
Yeah.
Well, you got a number already, so half the battle's won.
Right? Especially this day and age. He looks kind of old to be a high schooler.
Hola.
Everybody in Europe genetically is 10 years older than us. I mean, even her hands are tiny. Like, she looks like much younger than him.
Oh, she's so petite. Oh, innocence. It's a hell of a class trip y'all going on.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I want to come back in my next life as tall, blonde, in Spanish. Oh, I guess he looks younger there. Maybe it's just the lighting in that one scene, in that one shot.
I like knee socks. It's just a thing.
That's got to be thigh high.
Don't judge me.
Thigh highs.
The thigh highs? Oh, yeah, I like those too.
¿Qué tal, Javi? ¿Dónde está Rafita? Cambio de turno.
Ew.
I've been enjoying the cinematography so far too. They've had some very cool and interesting sets. Or locations.
Cuando estás cerca de mí me cuesta hasta respirar.
Pues respira.
Eh.
Porque dentro de 9 meses sí que se te va a cortar la respiración.
Uh-oh.
Whoa. Hello. Dang.
That was great. In 4 lines, we got everything we needed to know about those two characters. That was great. That was fantastic, dude. I've never seen such efficiency in writing before.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to take a trip to Spain one day.
Not right now.
Just to mosey around. No, well, yeah, I mean.
Te digo que estoy embarazada y te quedas tan tranquilo.
¿Qué quieres que haga, Mónica? Llamo a mi mujer, le digo que recoja a los niños y nos vamos todos juntos a celebrarlo, por el amor de Dios.
I'm still kind of blown away by how that was handled.
Bien. Alarmas desconectadas.
Ahora.
Did a good job of building suspense too. I feel like this was something that was made before it was sold to Netflix. Because it's a really distinct quality. It's really well done.
He tenido 3 hijos. Los 3 por fecundación in vitro. Llevo más de 20 años manteniendo relaciones estériles con mi mujer y ahora vienes tú a contarme esto.
It's like match point. Good music. So I put the glove on, dude. What's the matter with you?
Creía que tú me querías.
He was round dogging it. He was in love. He was in love with the loving.
Pero una idea maravillosa.
He got that Jeremy Piven, like, dopey look on his face. I feel that. That was a good moment. Had to stand up for a moment.
Yeah. I mean, it's all going down after 5 months, right? So.
Right? He's like, woo! Okay.
Esta escalera maravillosa de mármol y granito.
¡Quieto, quieto! ¡Vamos! ¡Atrás! ¡Profesor, tenemos un problema!
I'm I'm loving the efficiency. Let's go. Oh, she making out with that dude.
Se ha metido.
Yep.
Why is he taking his mask off? There's cameras everywhere.
Vamos a inmortalizar esto, ¿no?
I remember high school.
Aquí es un poco cutre, ¿no?
Oh, this is absolutely about to be an important moment. He said this is our first date in the bathroom.
No la veo, joder.
Ábrete, ponte un poco sexy.
God damn.
Que esto es tu móvil, que si quieres la borras. Que esto es para nosotros, para ti y para mí.
This guy's a bit extra.
Well, you gotta have the proof for the homies.
It's not on his phone, it's on her phone.
Soon come.
Oh!
Oh!
Esta foto lo vas a petar en internet.
No me mueves.
Why would you do that?
Wow, that's savage.
That's a dick move.
That is savage. I feel a pistol whip him.
That dude deserves to be fucking bitch slapped. That was such a dick move.
Right? Can you imagine walking into that? Like, what in the world is going on?
I hate that dude. I had a funny feeling about him from the get-go.
Pin. ¿Para qué necesita el pin?
Oh, you're gonna get socked, dude.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Dame las manos.
Ariadna.
Is that comforting or terrifying?
I know, it's both.
Right?
That guy needs a tissue. He's been doing that the entire show. Wow.
Nice.
It's like...
Right?
It's like Walter White's storage.
Esto huele de puta madre. Huele mejor que el cordero asado, papá. Que el cordero asado. Tómate aquí, cojones. Venga, coño. Tírate una cama.
This dude is fixing to get killed, dude.
Oh, I mean, I heard my prediction.
Chaval, no te equivoques.
Come on, man. Get your shit together.
Si tenemos suerte y no haces mucho el gilipollas, saldrás de aquí con la vida resuelta.
No haces gilipollas.
Yo, I like that real moment, though. That was a real moment. Know your role.
What the hell?
Got me on this one.
A los 20 minutos de entrar, comenzamos a cablear el sistema de comunicación analógica para hablar con el profesor. Radiofrecuencia, sin que nadie pudiera oírnos. Habíamos sellado las puertas y las alarmas no habían saltado. Y estábamos como en un limbo del tiempo.
Wow.
Estás guapo tú, ¿eh?
So you know he dies, right?
Has to.
Because she said that at the beginning, the guy she fell in love with was dead.
Oh, I thought that was another guy that she liked. Okay.
Oh, whoa!
Whoa!
Can't show that on YouTube.
Thank you for that.
Oh, I think you're right. You're right. I'm confusing things. I thought for some reason I switched up the timelines in my head. This is pretty linear so far. Then you just answered the door in that outfit.
Mañana es el atraco. No tenemos ni puta idea de lo que va a pasar.
Oh, is this a flashback?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now it's non-linear.
Por eso quiero darte algo.
Oh yeah, he's definitely gonna die. Anytime you give a gift. Oh yeah. You ain't buying no ring, homie.
Chapa de pedida.
Ahora tú por lo menos sabrás mi nombre de verdad.
Ya, pero es que está prohibido saber nuestros nombres.
Pues no lo mires, pero es tuya.
That's cute.
Nos hemos enrollado algunas noches.
¿Cómo que algunas? Joder, todas. Todas.
Pero es que 4 o 5.
This guy's smitten.
No creo que seamos la pareja ideal.
Damn.
Pero hace falta algo más que follar bien para ser una pareja, ¿no?
No, I don't. Not at this age.
12 years younger.
De verdad, Río, ojalá hubiera amor.
¿Cómo que hubiera amor? Amor había. Amor había, que estaba yo ahí.
You feel this, you don't. You were used, buddy. Gotta understand that quick. You were used.
Oh, man, just enjoy it for what it was.
That's hard when you're that kind of dude, man.
Cuando todo esto termine, igual tú y yo nos vamos a Tahití y vemos si funciona.
She's lying. Lessons, boys and girls, she's lying. There ain't no Tahiti. That's a made-up place. I'm just joking.
Hello. Thank you for the cinematographer.
Oh, here we go.
There we go. That's what I'm saying. At least get some last night, Nookie.
All right.
I approve this message. Yes.
Why you gotta blur that out? Oh, damn.
Again, looking all dopey.
I don't trust her emotionally. I don't think I've ever made out with anybody like that in real life, dude.
What? Just passionate and just...
I didn't say it's not passionate. I just said it's not like that. I think movies play it up. That's how accidents happen.
That picture did post on Instagram though, right?
I don't know. It would get taken down right away. You can't show the nip.
¡Rehenes! Por su seguridad, todos 3 pasos para atrás. Un poquito más por aquí.
Rolling out the red carpet.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You fixing to get smacked. You better put that back on.
Las tienen llenas de dinero, ahora se largarán y aquí no ha pasado nada.
Like from a color palette, I really do love the red jumpsuits. It really works. But just from a realism standpoint, it's just bothersome.
Because it doesn't blend.
It really does pop. It looks great on the screen.
Tenemos un 1033 en la Fábrica Nacional de Moneda y Timbre.
Z24 en camino. Estamos allí en 2 minutos.
2 minutos.
Old school stopwatch. When's the last time you seen one of them? Oh, they look like it's game time. Oh, I'm getting excited now. What's about to happen?
1 minuto por... ¿Te gusta el cine?
Soy muy aficionado.
I'm gonna like this dude's character. He's killing it. I love it.
Sale uno al principio así. Este huele a muerto. Y luego no falla. Siempre cae. Arturo, créeme. Hueles a muerto. 30 segundos.
Oh, come on, let's go.
Que piensen que estamos improvisando.
¡Tokio! ¡Tokio, espera, joder, bastante! ¡Tokio!
Salir, tirar el dinero, disparar al suelo o a cajarro y volver.
Yep, there we go.
Es que ellos también dispararían
That
a
was right on
bocajarro.
time.
Well, you shoot at the police. What did you think was going to happen when you shoot at the police?
They broke the first rule.
Well, he got bulletproof vest. He's all right. He didn't get shot in the head. He got shot in the chest. Oh, well, that guy's going to the hospital for sure.
Come on, man. We know the rule. You don't give gifts in movies. Give gifts, you die. Especially if it has your name on it. Poor youngin'. That's why you get some goodbye loving before you do the heist. Go out with a bang.
And they left 2 bags behind, too.
Así que si te disparan al corazón, ni siquiera oirás la bala que te ha matado. De esa manera supe que lo había jodido todo.
Damn, dude. What a killer
Not
first
bad.
episode.
Wow, not bad at all.
What a killer first
Not
episode.
bad at all. Yeah, they came with it on this one, fam. I get it.
Well.
I didn't know what to expect completely, but
Yeah.
that was money right there.
I told you Tahiti's a made-up place. No. That's just what women say to distract you.
Yeah, I mean, we knew though. We knew.
What was bothering you about the red outfits?
The red outfits is because, and it's not just in this movie. It's in a lot of different movies. It's always like the people that have like these getaway jumpsuits. They're always really bright, and it makes no sense because the last thing you want to be is noticed. Why would you have? You're the brightest, reddest thing in there. You can be easily seen, easily spotted. It just makes no sense. But visually, for the color palette that we've been presented regarding the film, it looks great because everybody pops. There's only two colors, only two things you really saw. You saw them in their red jumpsuits because it's everywhere, and you saw the red carpet going down the stairs. I don't know what that's supposed to symbolize as far as the cinematographer and the director came together.
I didn't even catch that shot.
For that to be. But it's just those two things. Everything else is gray and bland and very unassuming. The only thing you see are their jumpsuits and that carpet.
I like it. I think it looks great.
I mean, it works. It works visually, yeah.
With anything, you're always trying to find that thing that makes people like identify your product or your show really, really fast. The simplicity of the Apple logo, the color of the UPS truck or the FedEx logo. And with shows, you know, like Kill Bill, she had the Bruce Lee outfit, Game of Death. Reservoir Dogs, you know, going back to the clearest inspiration for something like this, you know, they all had the suits and the glasses. That was the first time you really saw something. I know he borrowed that from like French cinema or something like that, but that was the first time you really saw something like that was in Tarantino's Reservoir Dogs. Yeah, I agree with you. The outfits, they're pretty bombastic and they stand out.
Yeah.
But that might be in accordance with the grand plan because we don't know what the plan is. We have a sense as to where it's going. You know, if you consider the grand plan that we don't have all the information on yet, the outfits might be by design to affect like imagery. There's a purpose to it that might go into the scope of the show and like creating these Jesse James type characters. You know what I mean? Because he's trying to create Robin Hoods.
Right. No, I mean, it certainly has a purpose, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Just for reference, I went to the IMDb page just so I could get the cities right. And the first thing that pops up when I pull up Money Heist on the IMDb page is the poster board. And just like the palette from what we've seen in this first episode, all you see are the red suits with a gray background with a bunch of chaos going on.
Yeah.
And then there's a bunch of small little pictures off to the side of it, the little individual photos, and all of them have that red popping in it. So there's absolutely a purpose for it, at least aesthetically for it. Now, how it ties into the story is a whole different thing. We also know that color plays a very important part, especially when you're talking about culturally. Red means one thing in China, which means something totally different in the United States, which means probably something totally different in Spain as well. So I'm sure all of that has a purpose when it comes to play. It does look good.
We can't look at the IMDb because it shows you how many episodes the characters are in, and that could easily like kind of ruin the suspense of the show.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. Now my eyes are gonna absolutely go into it. I didn't even see that.
Yeah. So
okay, I'm glad you said that because I probably would have picked that up. Okay, thank you for saving me that.
I really like this first episode though. Like this is a good pilot episode.
Yeah. I mean, you know, and the pacing is something that's really well done too. There's no real lulls. You know, everything, like you said earlier, that the writing is really tight, and there's no wasted imagery.
Yeah, there's no fat.
You get what you need visually, and you get what you need as far as the story is concerned with the lines, and then they just keep it moving.
Mm-hmm. In line with what you're saying, I'm just remembering that instance where dude comes down and he's like, I can't breathe when I'm next to you, and she goes, well, please breathe, because in 9 months, something. Like, whatever that exchange was, it was like within 3 or 4 lines in his expression, I knew everything I needed to know about these two individuals, what their status was at this particular place, and what was going on. Like, I knew he had a wife and kids already, and like she was the mistress on the side, and like this was not the intended effect of him banging her. Like, she was just supposed to be this fun thing, and then now it's like he sees mistake. I'm like, oh Jesus! Like, in like it was like maybe 20 seconds, and you got the entire scope of those two characters.
Yeah.
It was amazing. I've never seen anything quite that efficient in all of cinematic history. That was amazing.
One of the things I really enjoyed and that they did very well was setting up me caring about the young girl that was going to be kidnapped. It did it really subtly for a hot second, because I didn't really understand who the character was and how she was going to fit when you see her on the bus going on their class trip. You know, it's a guy that she likes. They have the small exchange. They're holding hands, and everything just seems, you know, cute and innocent. And she even looks very innocent. And they did a really good contrast between this older dude, because he doesn't look like he's in high school. He looks like he looks like he might be like 20, 21, somewhere around in there in real life. And this girl who looks like she's like 15, right? They're probably in the same grade, but that doesn't matter. But you have like this wolf and this whole Goldilocks kind of thing. The Three Bears, Little Red Riding Hood, to be more precise. And then what goes down in the bathroom happens, and now you feel sorry for you. You feel like she needs to be protected, right? And then the girl comes in with the gun, kind of protects her. Now we have this feeling that we're kind of like on her side because she's innocent, she's been wronged, and then these people that are doing this heist kind of saved her. Like that one character, I forgot which one, Nairobi, I think that's who it was.
The main lady saved her.
Was it the main lady? Okay.
Yeah.
So Tokyo.
Yeah,
so Tokyo saved her. So I'm really interested in this little girl. Like out of the hostages, I'm interested in that little girl because of the way they set her up.
Out of context, out of context, that sounds so wrong.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It does sound bad. Give me the little girl. I want the little girl. Well, the young woman, the young high schooler,
yeah, the young
woman,
lady, yeah,
and the gentleman that you said earlier regarding you already knew everything you need to know within the first 4 lines. They did a very good job at having me care about somebody that is outside of the people that are running the heist.
Yeah, when that dude pulled off that move in the bathroom, I got so mad because, like, you know that there's people like this in real life, and I'm like, what are you thinking? At the same time, I'm like, what did her parents teach her? Because I know if I have a daughter, that's the first kind of Chad I'm gonna warn my daughter about. I'm gonna be like, look, these are the kinds of things that you're gonna encounter. They're gonna be very aggressive. You need to be on the lookout for that. Don't get swooped up by their looks or their charm because they are after something. Like, you need to be on the guard. And she just wasn't. She got swept up in it. I'm like, yo, you don't know this guy that well. And then it's just bad news bears, that dude. There was a couple things I don't understand, and maybe it'll reveal itself over the course of the show. I don't get them taking off their masks when there's cameras everywhere. I don't get her shooting at the cops. I'm like, I'm quite unclear as to what you thought was going to happen in that instance. When you're shooting at the cops, they then have carte blanche to fire at you because they're defending themselves. They don't know that you're just playing. They have no idea, you know?
Yeah.
It's like if you were firing up like a Mexican celebration. You know? I just got that from the movie The Mexican. You ever see The Mexican with Brad Pitt and what's her face?
I know what you're talking about, but I haven't seen it. But I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's just firing. Well, like cowboys used to do back in the day. You know, we probably. Okay. So like they just shoot in the air. They're like, yeah, well, that's what I'm talking about. It's like if you just did that, maybe the cops will be like, okay, hold on, they got firearms. They're not shooting at us, but they are armed and deadly. So, you know, let's be careful. But she's shooting right at the cops. Then her boy gets shot. I'm like, what did you think?
Here's my question to you. Do you think that she was directly responsible for her previous boyfriend's death as well? Because she kind of hinted that she was, right? A little bit?
Probably.
Because right now, she just seems to be like a bad luck beacon for love.
Yeah, I mean, well.
We've only had 2 instances of other men in her life, and they both have come to a demise.
I think that in life, just realistically in life, like we end up kind of repeating history for some odd reason. Like we gravitate towards similar personality traits, similar profiles, similar habits that we look for in the opposites, or in whatever we're attracted to. And we don't realize that this is happening. And so she naturally drew in a guy who's, even though they're both criminals in this scenario, a guy who, for all intents and purposes, is innocent. And I would imagine that maybe something like that happened before, where she lures these guys in, not intentionally, but it just kind of happens, and they ended up getting killed as a byproduct of being in her proximity. Spider-Man loses people who are in his family. Like superheroes in general end up losing people in their proximity. It's a long-winded answer to your question. Yes, she is responsible. It is her fault. Over the course of the show, we're going to see her living with that guilt and dealing with it. That is exactly why she was keeping him, at arm's distance. It was like, look, no. Because no. Yeah. And then he ends up getting killed. So she did care about him. That he was smitten. he was all kinds of in love. I'm like, oh, you about to get killed, boy.
I mean, she'd been giving him good loving for the past 5 months. I mean, if you're a young man and you got an older woman and she's dangerous per se, I could see how you could fall smitten for that.
Oh, I'm smitten for her. I'm not even involved in this fucking situation. I'm smitten for her. Like, oh my, good grief.
You know another relationship I'm interested in too as well, and it was a really good scene. Oh my gosh, the tough guy, the kid, and the father that cracked the vault.
Yeah.
That moment inside of the vault when he was just like, the reason why I got locked up is because I was stupid, and you're pretty much a chip off the old block.
Yeah.
You're stupid like me, so let's let the smarter people prevail, and then maybe we can get out of this alive, kind of thing. I know you can't do a full breakdown on every character within the first episode, but that little bit told me, kind of like what you're saying, told me a lot about what I needed to know regarding those characters and why they are doing what they're doing.
Yeah.
So
you're right. Very efficient because you got a very three-dimensional understanding of both of those characters really fast. That's remarkable. It makes me wonder how much time the writers spent figuring this out because it is remarkably efficient. Like, you're right. Like, I didn't even consider that. Him jumping on the money and his juvenile behavior with regards to that, and then the father putting him in his place within like one line talking about his resume and whatnot, and then his father kind of doubling back and going, well, look, this is what I was going through, etc., etc. And there's like that playfulness at the end. It's very three-dimensional, which is insane. Because, like, you watch some movies and you spend 2 hours with a character and don't get that kind of understanding of them. So
yes, very true. Just one more little small one, and I said this a little bit earlier. It feels to me that this was a project that was already done, and then Netflix picked it up because there's a lot of polish from what we've seen. And sometimes, well, at least from my personal opinion, when it comes to a lot of these Netflix shows, it's just not as tight and synced. And
it depends.
And
like Daredevil,
well, for me,
Daredevil was amazing, and that was a Netflix thing.
Yeah. That's very true.
I think it just depends on the show. Netflix has to weigh its pros and cons. I think with each show it does, and so I think that they gauge, okay, like how much interest does this actually generate? How much is this just filling the carousel of videos that are available to fill out this huge catalog that we have on our channel so that people have incentive to subscribe and pay monthly and continue to pay monthly, because if you have a huge library, there's this, you're incentivized to stick around to get through that library, right? Like the Xbox, their monthly the Game Pass. It's like, oh, you got 100 games on there. It's like, okay, well, I'll pay that $17 a month until I get through those 100 games, even though you'll probably play like 3 of them. And so with Netflix, they have the same mentality of like, we just need to fill out this catalog and present new posters every week. And if you notice, you come back, they'll swap out the posters of the same stuff because they need to keep you believing that there's a huge catalog. But there are select programs I think that they are willing to invest more money and energy into because they know it's going to get views anyway, and it reflects well on them to have this very, very well put together thing. So I would imagine that it just depends, is the simple, stupid, long-winded answer. But I don't know if it got picked up. You might be right. I think I heard that as well, that it got picked up by Netflix and then they got more funding and etc. So,
well, that was a hell of a pilot.
Yeah.
It was a hell of a pilot.
Yeah. You guys, thanks so much for hanging out. Hopefully you enjoyed that. If you're watching this on the Patreon, thanks so much for supporting us here. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, please bell icon, all notifications, and vote this up. I'm Jaby KOAY. This is...
Yo, it's your boy SYNTELL.
Peace out.